Going out to a job right now. A guy called and says one of the cameras, he just bought the house, one of the cameras is not lighting up. I'm gonna go out there. It's probably a simple fix, but today I'm gonna show you how you can always upsell a job. You can always get at least $349 out of a job. Most people need door service. So you can always not tell them, but recommend that you can service their door and repair the problem for $349, and you'll see me do the service basically. So I should be there in about 10 minutes, and I'll go ahead and start filming when I get there. Okay.
All right. So this is the one.
Okay.
I just tried it just in case.
Hey, you got your springs in the back there.
This thing's old, man.
No, I know, but they had the room in the front to put them. I don't know why they put them back there.
I mean, look how they split this 2x4 off to make it level.
well, it's not the door that's doing that. It's probably the tension from the spring. These springs normally are mounted in the front up there.
Oh, you're right.
And then it eliminates all this cable here. Normally this cable is in between here, and they go around that drum. There's a drum on the back. Yeah. That drum is up here, so you don't see any of that. But they overlapped it with this big, huge. You have a curved top on it? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they usually do that. So, but they didn't even curve it. Normally they do this, and they, the top, this style.
Oh yeah, and they curve the wood so it.
Yeah, they curve it, and they have this OG edge going with it, so it looks like it's built with the house. But all they did was make the door taller, and then
you're right. Yeah. I mean, this is our third day in the house.
Yeah. How do you like it?
So far, so good.
I know you got a good view.
That's incredible. Yeah, just coming down those hills.
Anyway, so this is the door that doesn't work.
This is the one. The amber on the left, nothing on the right. I mean, one day we're gonna just take these things down and just do all the new garage doors.
Yeah. Is that one day today?
I wish. Gotta go save up a little bit.
This thing's not even hooked up right. So, well, there. You got them both in one hole. I'm surprised this thing even works.
I mean, that would be awesome if we could just do the spring load over the, if that was all it took.
Well, when they put them in,
they doubled up on one.
Well, no, they could have put the brackets up here. Like, see the brackets they bolted on here?
Here.
They're similar to this, but they have an L on them. But they're that thick.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So they have the room to put them up there above the door.
Yeah.
And then your spring would have been there, and on this type of track, the low headroom track, you could have mounted that underneath, just like they could have went lower with the opener a little bit in the front.
Yeah.
And then the door would have opened like normal, but the door would have been lower still because you have the double track. Yeah. That's for low headroom, but you never mount them in the back unless there's no ceiling room at all. So that's the only, and you have nowhere to put those, so you put them back here. All this stuff hanging down here is stupid how they did it. So.
Yeah, I mean...
And it doesn't look that old.
I mean, this thing looks new. This looks maybe a little older and rusted.
Yeah, the bad thing with these ones is the way the cable pulls the panel in.
Yeah.
Usually you have a gap at the bottom. Well, on this one you don't have much, but it pulls the panel in. Yeah, like over here.
Yeah, yeah.
So the door, when it gets wet, it like warps inward.
Oh, I see.
And as it goes up, it pushes on the inside of the track real tight. So it kind of wears the rollers out and stuff. It's just not the way you want to do it if you don't have to do it.
Totally. So.
And they could have also probably cut a little bit off the door. They didn't need that much. It's probably overlapping. Like that distance right there is way bigger than the distance out here. You could have probably cut 1.5 inches off.
Off the top.
Yeah, and then it would have been down this low.
Exactly.
And you'd have even more room above it, above the door. So. Whenever you're doing these kind of custom jobs, this would have been a custom job to make that thing bigger. You just over allow, and then see how they curved it in here.
Yeah.
But normally when they curve it, you put a template up there, and then they make this rail look like it's bent too.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, they don't just put a big piece of wood.
Just slap it against it.
Yeah, they make everything. They make all these things line up with it too. You'll have a curved top rail. So it looks like the door is bent.
Oh yeah, you can see where these two things attach here. So yeah, I think eventually we're gonna have to just rip these guys out. But
well, did you want me to service the doors, or you want me to?
Yeah, I mean,
we charge $349. I can do both doors and then fix whatever problem it is.
Let's do this one.
Yeah.
Let's just do this door and just do a service on it.
Yeah, I mean, I can throw that one in too. I might as well do both. I'll just tighten everything up. And,
I mean, yeah, let's do fine. This one works too. And look at this whole thing's actually off the.
yeah, I'll fix all that. That's actually because one cable's pulling probably more than the other.
Yeah.
See how tight it is there?
Yeah. All right. Let's do a service on both of them.
All right, yeah.
$350 a pop.
No, I'll throw this one in. $349
Okay.
for
Let's
one.
do a quick
I'll
service and then yeah.
I'll
It's
do
cold
that.
today.
Yeah. That way everything's lubed up and all that
yeah.
stuff. 'Cause
I
you
got two
probably,
young
once I'm
daughters
done, you'll never change it. The rubber looks like a rat's been eating the bottom of that rubber.
Yeah, chewing away at there.
Yeah. That's usually when you're by water. That happens a lot. That's a lot.
I mean, there must be some.
A rat
The
problem?
previous owners did all the pest control.
Is there water around here?
Not necessarily. You mean like pooled water? Or?
No, I know down right there in
Yeah.
that area where they had the little lagoons. We always get called out to change the rubber on these steel doors.
Yeah.
The rats are always chewing
Always
through
trying
it.
to chew away. I mean,
Yeah.
what are they trying to get to? Unless they just like the taste of rubber.
Maybe you got a refrigerator in there?
No,
They just
nothing
want to
in
get
there.
in.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're big. The ones down by the river, they're like cats.
Yo, those things are like cats.
Yeah.
I mean, seen pictures of those. So
Yeah.
yeah, we just get those serviced up.
Okay.
Hopefully get that one working again.
Good.
You know, what is it like? I have no idea, and I'm not going to do this in the next 12 months, but what is it for like new, if you're going to do all that?
What look do you want? I mean, there's carriage house looks. There's new glass doors that you can
Yeah.
see in, but they got the milky glass.
Yeah,
And then the lights are on. It looks lit up.
You know, I think it just kind of, I don't know, something that kind of just matches the style. It's a bit more New England cottage. We don't need the.
Well, the front door is a raised panel door, so that's probably why they just went with raised panel
Yeah.
here. Did you want any windows on it?
I think like when you have that kind of those top glass
Yeah.
windows, like there's like 6 little windows across the top,
Yeah,
something
the-
like that.
For this type of house, I mean, I'm not telling you what to do, but those are more for like track homes and stuff.
Okay.
For these type of houses, they do carriage house doors a
Yeah.
lot. They look like the doors that come together.
Oh, the barn doors.
Yeah, they
Kinda like not.
Well, they
this.
have the kind that look like wine cellar doors.
Yeah.
You know, and then they have like the decorative hardware, and it looks like you open them.
Yeah.
But they,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah, but they actually roll up.
That's what we'd look. It's something like that.
Yeah. Those they look more expensive. That's why in this type of house, where you're at in the neighborhood and all that.
Yeah.
These are good though. I mean, this is all they had at one time. They had raised redwood doors, and
I think this home was 1977. Was when it was built.
yeah, so this is probably raised redwood. I didn't even look.
Yeah.
But now they do them in particle board. They do the frames in
Yeah.
Doug fir, and then the insert, the raised part, that would be like a man-made kind of masonite hard, and then they shave off the edges.
Yeah.
But redwood looked better because it gives you a sharper cut,
Yeah.
kind of like your front door. So that's probably why they went with it. If you put a flat panel door in there, like a plywood in there, then it wouldn't go with your front door. So at the time they said that they want to match the front door, so that's what they put in.
Got it.
But, I mean, I would, if you didn't want to spend that kind of money, I would just go with what you got, and then I'd have the curved top done the right way because it defeated the
Do you think
purpose.
a project like
Yeah,
we're gonna put a new front door too, eventually. So that's where I'm kind of like, all right, let's see what we do with the front door,
Yeah.
and then kind of pair it with the garage
it
door.
looks good though. Why would you change?
I know.
I would just get a new lock, maybe those big Baldwin locks on it, but
Yeah.
that's kind of a cool color.
Yeah. But my wife doesn't want the red.
Oh, really? Years ago, I took a job off of. It was a year old, and she had a Baldwin lock. The lock was $5,000.
Oh, those
And-
locks are so expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me know. I'm gonna go inside. and
Yeah, that's fine.
get back
I'll-
to work a little bit, but
And I'll fix that door, make sure
Yeah, let's just
it's
do a
going
quick-
up straight.
yeah, just make sure
Yeah.
it's safety.
That way
My
that
$2,
roller
I
doesn't
just
come
don't want anything.
Okay, that's fine.
Collapsing on it.
All right, I'll
Thank
call
you.
you when I'm done.
Sounds good. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Okay. Spray all the rollers. This one looks kind of dry. So you want these rollers to be able to move in and out like this. If they're dry, they can't move. This door is kind of screwy, so I'm only going to do minimal stuff here.
Any major discoveries?
Yeah, actually this right here, I put flags in there to hold it from coming out because the nails aren't going to hold it, but it looks, you can't just bang them back in because the nails are sticking through.
Oh yeah.
So you got to cut those nails from behind. I mean, it's a bigger job, and you got to take the tension off the spring.
Okay.
Because all that stuff's pulling on it in order to put it all back up. So I banged them up as much as I could.
Yeah.
Then I put 2 lags in there, so it's not going to fall down, but it's not going to get any lower.
Great.
But when you get it changed, all that stuff will come out.
Okay.
Because the springs will be up here. You won't even need that. That was
got that kind of support that it needs.
well. That was probably you probably had 1-piece doors in here.
Yep.
Then and then they used these same straps. It's probably off of your old door, this piece.
Yeah, that's why.
And then they just mounted it to there. And then they had that from the old 1-piece door.
What was that? And then the electrical, was it those wires that were all cropped up?
Yeah, and I coiled them, I tucked them behind,
Great,
and I
they were
stapled
starting
them.
to come off a little bit. Oh yeah, the coiling. Thank you.
Yeah, and then
Cool.
they're loose nuts and stuff. They got a couple bad rollers, but rather than spending the money on it,
I mean,
they'll roll for that, but they're eventually gonna fall off, some of them. But and everything's dry. That's why if these things don't move in and out,
yeah,
and they get rusted, kind of.
Yeah.
They're going to pop out wherever it's wide, and it was wide there, so that one's popping out. So I put it back in and lubed it all.
Okay, cool.
And so without costing any more.
Good, it's working. Cool. Okay.
All right.
Just come shoot me a text when you're ready. I'll get the check.
All right. It's $349, and there you go. All right, and you have our number on the wall. Whenever you feel like getting new doors, call us.
We'll do. We'll get that.
And we'll put them in right.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Take care.
Okay.
Oh.
$349. So anyway, you guys should learn this trade. Stop beating around the bush. I'm nobody special. They call me, I go out there, I do the jobs. Every job is, I feel like I'm gonna make a killing. I feel like I'm gonna make a lot of money. More money I'd make in any other type of trade I'd do. More money than anything I can do. Stop kidding yourself. You're not going to make money online. You're not going to make money doing all these other fantasy things that, all these people selling fantasies, that's what they are. All these people telling you to sign up for their book or sign up for their instructions, how to do it. That's all a fantasy. This is a real trade, a real thing you learn, a real reality, a real need. It's a necessity. People don't know who to call. I'm telling you, they're thrilled when you get there. I mean, they like when you come out. So when you show up there, they're never gonna tell you no, never. So you might as well get into this business, start marketing yourself on Google and Yelp, and your phone will start ringing off the hook. You can start going out, bring a friend with you. There's garages everywhere. They all need to be fixed. They all break, and they break multiple times. They don't just break once. You see that guy, I've been out there 3 or 4 times, and you know how many jobs I've been to? I've probably been to over 10,000 jobs. So 10,000 times 3, I have 30,000 jobs I have out there. If I make $1,000 on each one, you do the math. So anyway, get involved with this business. It's real important that, if you guys are thinking about getting into this business, that you gotta take action though. That's the problem. A lot of you guys say, I want to do it, and then you get up to the plate like in baseball, and then you strike out. You can't just want to do it. It's not going to happen that way. You have to learn how to do this. That's the first thing you learn. Once you learn how to do this, you're going to be anxious to go out there and do this. And then once you do it and it works, you're going to love doing this. This is going to be an accomplishment. Every job is an accomplishment. And then on top of it, they pay you all kinds of money to do it. So anyway, I hope to see you sign up for this class. You could go to www.garagedoortrainingschool.com. Learn how to do this. There's a lack of garage door technicians. Your phone will ring off the hook. One guy in an area can't handle all the work. There's not enough time in the day. So guess who they're going to call? They're going to be calling multiple people. That guy's not going to answer his phone. If he gets busy, or if they call you first, he's going to say he can't get there till tomorrow or the next day. They're not going to want to wait. They're going to call the next ad. It's going to be you. You're going to say, I'll be there in 30 minutes. They're going to say, great. You're going to show up and you're going to make the money. That's how it works. That's how life works. So you just run the ads. People will call you. You'll say, I'll be there in an hour. And you go out and make this kind of money. It's not that hard. You're not going to ever get in any business that's this little of work. This little bit of work you got to do. You got to have a few springs on your truck, a few cables, and you got to drive around. And I mean, you can't go to a job and say, oh, I'll come back next week. I mean, no, people don't want to wait in this business. So anyway, so get certified, learn how to do it. We tell you where to buy all the parts. We help you buy the parts. We even help people with their web page. If you need, help getting your web page, getting your business off the ground, we help you with all that stuff. We're not going to do it for you, but that's not part of the class, but we definitely help you. We've done a few web pages for a few companies out there, and they loved our web design, and they're super busy right now. We have guys that, they call in all the time. One guy called from Boston, and this was back during Christmas, and he said he's indebted to us for the rest of his life. He said because he cannot believe how much money he's making, and him and his son even worked on Christmas. And he said he goes into Home Depot and buys all the garage door openers on their shelf, and he drives around and he puts these in all the time. And he makes probably $1,000 every time he does it. This class is so worth it. If I took that class, this job, I would have earned it back, right? So to me, if you sign up for any of the other trades, you're gonna spend $40,000 to $50,000. You're gonna have to put at least $5,000 down, and then you're gonna have to finance the rest. And you can only miss like 2 classes, you get kicked out. So, and you gotta stay in hotels, or you gotta be there all day. I mean, you gotta sit there with 50 other people, and they're not paying attention to you. If you're not learning it, too bad. It's going to cost you more money to stay in the class. So why would you want to throw your money away and learn those stupid trades where you're not going to make any more money? This is way easier. Let's say you became a heating and air guy. When it's hot out, people's air conditioners break, and you go out, you change capacitors and whatever, compressors, whatever they go out and do. But guess what? They got to go in back of the house. A lot of times they got to, all the time, not a lot of times, they got to crawl in the attics. They got to go up on ladders. They got to go out in the heat, the direct sunlight, where the fans and the fan spins out there. They got to take all that apart. All those parts are burning hot from the sun, and you're not making any more money. In this case, we back right up to the door. You don't have to go anywhere. And that's the next best one, is heating and air. We feel this job is something, it's not that strenuous where a man has to do it. So women are going to be getting in this too. So you guys want to think you're going to get into another trade, long process. You got to start as an apprentice. You got to work for somebody, work your ass off, do all the hard stuff that they don't want to do, make a little bit of money. It might sound good to you now, but when you're making this kind of money, that money sounds like nothing. Yeah, they're going to pay you $30 an hour. Big deal. So get started with this. I'm telling you, www.garagedoortrainingschool.com is where to go. Go on the website, sign up, get your certification, get going on this. Once you're signed up, you'll be able to talk better with us. Calling us up and procrastinating is not going to get you signed up. So all you people that are thinking about signing up, go to the website, www.garagedoortrainingschool.com. Get this thing out of the way so you're confident enough to know how to do this. You're not going to do it any other way. So you're not just going to be able to know how to do it. If someone called you right now and told you to come do a spring change, you would have got there and said, I don't know what the hell the first thing to do. But if they call you after you take this course and you go out there, guess what? You're going to know how to do it. All you got to do is tell the guy the price. And we give you price sheets as well. You just got to laminate them. We give you price sheets, what to charge customers. We give you, all the tools you're going to need. We show you what tools you're going to need. We have a video for that. There's so much that comes with this, and you get a lifetime membership to the class. So by the time you get to a job, if it takes 30 days before you get a call and then you finally get out there, like on most hands-on classes, you're stuck on your own. So on our class, we have little mini videos on the website and they're all labeled. Like if you forgot how to reset the cables, which side to put on first, all that stuff. All you got to do is go to that little resetting cables. They're all labeled, and watch the little 5-minute video, whatever 5 to 10 minute video. It'll show you exactly how to do it again. It refreshes your mind. So you're not on your own when you get to a job. It's like you have a mentor in your back pocket. Anything that you want to do, like you know, you forgot how to identify torsion springs. You go right to identify torsion springs. You can look it up and then watch the little video. It'll show you exactly how to identify them. And then you'll say, oh, okay, this is a left, this is a right. I mean, any little thing we have on there. This class is so worth it.